covering her child's ears as if she thought you were like the Newbery Caldecott winner or something. The book is about gangbangs. Sorry to say it again.
It's sort of like Snow White.
Only with 600 huntsmen fucking her. I'd like to clarify some of the rules about gangbangs before we go to this publicity stuff later, because Annabelle Chong did hold the record. And you claim that there are others who have a higher record than Annabelle?
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, Annabelle's record, I think, was broken within 6 months, and it continues to be broken almost every 3 months or so. And at one point it was at 2,000 for the year 2000, but the actress's checks started bouncing, and so she came forward and she said, you know, we actually didn't have 2,000. We had like 35. And we just shot from a lot of different angles.
But that's what's happened with most of them, is most of those records have been disproven. But Annabelle Chong, 251 sex acts, 70 participants.
Right, and there's a whole bizarre bureaucracy of what's termed I think it's called an incidence of sex. And legally it's termed any protuberance in any orifice constitutes a sexual act on the set. So, you know, it's just a very sort of, it's not the Olympics. It's not regulated well.
But if I go around the world, is that 3 times or is that just once?
I think you get to decide.
But the reason I'm curious is because you, if ever Trivial Pursuit put out a creepy factoid edition, you would be the hands-down winner, because your books are filled with all these great little details. They are all true, aren't they?
They're as true as I can make them and sort of cross-verify them. And that's really why I write, because I want the excuse to go out and learn about strange things and meet people who will tell me amazing stories. Just ongoingly, people tell me the most amazing, incredible things. And some of them pan out and will carry a whole plot. And so, you know, writing is about the last of my priorities.
So when you decided that you wanted to write about gangbangs, that's for you, how did you determine, how were you going to read? Oh, they're leaving! Oh, I'm sorry.
God bless you.
You'll feel better, actually, if you do.
I'll feel better.
How do you go?
My Lord Master Satan loves me.
And that was the tame part that we were talking about so far. It's amazing. How do you research gangbangs?
The way Ernest Hemingway would have done it.
He wound up with something cocked in his mouth. I'm glad I could get something on a literary reference. That's nice. No, how did you do it?
For this book, I had my back waxed. I will put that up against any painful thing that any other writer has done for their research, including that gun in the mouth stunt. No, I talked to 1 million people and sort of drug everybody into this ongoing quest. And sometimes you just have to piss people off and they want to make you wrong. So they'll go out and do your research. You just arbitrarily say, you know, I think that the record is 375. And people will get so angry, they will go out and they will do weeks and weeks of research. And they will bring it to you and they'll just say, you are so wrong. Look at this. I've got 3 inches of research making you wrong. See, you're wrong. And I can go, oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. And the research is done.
So you don't like the writing and you're lazy.
It works for me.
So, considering all the things you've written about, I mean, you've written about people getting their intestines sucked out their ass, all these things that, I'm sorry the family isn't still here for that one.
I'm sorry the Pulitzer people aren't here.
Do you ever come across something that you think, whew, that is too much for me to look at. I can't handle that.
Everyone, you know, and I'm sure I've told this one. I know I've told this one. There was a young man in Portland who waited till the very tail end of the really long signing and presented me with a whole bunch of Polaroids. And he told me they all appeared to be these sleeping old people, kind of very tired-looking young women sleeping in white painted plywood boxes. And I said, so guy, what are these?